Hi, I'm Malini. A few months after my husband Greg passed away, I was having a chat with a lovely friend. It was a beautiful kind of conversation that introverts like me live for, the sort that bypasses small talk and gets straight to the heart of things. Then, out of the blue, my lovely friend asked the question, the one that I'd come to dread in the weeks and months following Greg's death, because I didn't know how to answer it. "So, Malini," she asked, "how are you?" Now, this wasn't the quick, polite greeting that was, "How are you?" This one came with the lingering eye contact and genuine concern, the scary kind. It caught me off guard, as we'd managed a good hour's chat before the question even came up. And my lovely friend also happens to be a trauma counselor, so nothing escapes her. Tempted as I was, I couldn't brush this one off with the usual, "I'm fine, thanks. How are you?" So one part of my brain waited to hear what would come out of my mouth while the other part of me was speaking. "I think I'm doing okay now," I said, with a bit of hesitation and a hint of surprise. "Oh, you are you?" says brain part one in my head. "What does that mean for you?" persisted my lovely friend. "Oh crap," brain part one says. She really wants to know. Let's see you wriggle out of this one. "Well, I don't feel like I'm shattered into a million pieces anymore. There's bits of me that have come back and I feel more like me. I still cry nearly every day, but I also laugh every day." Brain part two felt okay with that, but brain part one wasn't convinced. "So what do you think is your center now?" she persisted. "When Greg was alive, he was the center around which your life revolved. Now he's gone. What has replaced him?" "Lame!" Brain part one was virtually laughing in my head. "Your lovely friend thinks that Greg was the center of your universe. How lame are you?" Brain part two countered silently. "Not in a million years would I have ever said that Greg was the center around which my life revolved. In fact, we came together in service and in song, but we did so many things separately. Greg trusted me and I trusted him. And then he got sick, and over those 4 years, everything changed. I became his carer. My fiercely independent husband was now totally dependent on me. My days revolved around keeping him alive. And now he was dead. So she's right. It's not lame. It's just how it was." Now, those voices in my head were having a field day, but I still hadn't answered her question. What was my center? Did I even have one? Or was I, in fact, centerless? It was a little worrying. More to buy me some time, more than anything else, I gazed thoughtfully to my left, and my eyes fell on my fairy tale garden, and everything softened inside. And as the answer dawned on me, both parts of my brain spoke aloud, along with my heart. It's beauty. Beauty is my center. I sought it every day after Greg died, in every walk, in every flower that I planted and I photographed. Beauty became my anchor, and without it I would have spun off the world, unable to bring back the scattered pieces of myself back together after so great a loss. Every time I walked along the river and paused to take in the changing colors of the water or the play of the sunlight through the leaves, I was myself again, uplifted and calmed by the wonder of nature. I would capture the fleeting moment in a photograph, and then the emptiness would return. And this cycle repeated itself every day in every walk. Those precious seconds of awe were weaving their magic on me. Each astounding view of the snowy mountains, each new rose in my garden, each majestic sunset that spread itself across the vast Australian sky. My experiences of awe and wonderment helped me to reconnect the scattered parts of myself, and in doing so, reconnect with the divine. Awe, it turns out, is something worth pursuing. In fact, awe is even being studied, and its effects are amazing. And I quote, "Experiences of awe can change the course of a life in profound and permanent ways," say scientists at the University of California in Berkeley. Awe happens when people encounter a vast and unexpected stimulus, something that makes them feel small and forces them to revise their mental models of what's possible in the world. And in its wake, people act more generously and ethically, and they think more critically and often feel a deeper connection to others and the world in general. Awe prompts people to redirect concern away from the self and towards everything else. So, there it was. My long walks along the river weren't just about blowing away the cobwebs. There was so much more to this than I had thought. These experiences were changing me from the inside out, and I noticed a deep longing for beauty that grew stronger and stronger over the following months. So, I came to a very important decision. I would actively and consciously choose for myself experiences that instill a sense of awe and wonder. In my journey towards wholeness, they would be at the very epicenter. Awe and wonder. Now, aren't those worth pursuing? I'm Malini, and that was my story. Hi folks, I'm Malini Parker. If you liked my story, there are two things you can do right now to hear more. You can click on this button to subscribe to my channel, and I'll keep telling you stories. You can also head over to my website and sign up for my updates, so you'll get goodness delivered straight to your inbox every month. Just click on the link here. Everything I do and teach is about living a more creative life, and I'd love for you to join me.